Hi, my name is David, and today we're going to be making some gluten-free zucchini pancakes. So today, for our gluten-free zucchini pancakes, I have to tell you a couple of things. Number one is this is something that we do in our house every Sunday. This may make about 10 to 12 pancakes, depending on how large you like them. This morning we made 100, so to spare you all that, we're just going to make a smaller batch today. But all of our ingredients are gluten-free. Okay, so today as we get started with our gluten-free zucchini pancakes, the first thing that you're gonna want for any gluten-free pancakes, at least that I recommend, is gonna be oat flour. I found that oat flour is a really good way to make the pancakes fluffy and hold together, and it also keeps it from sticking to your pan. Today I'm using 3 cups of oats, and so I'm gonna go ahead and pour those in. 3 cups of oats, all blended up, and you can use a food processor or a blender. I use the Blendtec that's sitting right next to me right now. I also try to add in there, for good measure, to make sure that there are multiple grains involved with this recipe, I try to use buckwheat flour. Now here I have 2 tablespoons, and so we're just gonna go ahead and mix that in. These are dry ingredients. And here I have 1/4 cup of coconut flour. All right, so I'll go ahead and put that in. And now I'm going to put in some salt. Salt always helps with anything that's gonna have a slight sweet taste to it, which this will. And so this is gonna be 1 teaspoon of salt that I'm gonna go ahead and add here. All right, make sure we get all that out. All right, nice and delicious. Make sure you wash your hands before you stick your fingers in the bowl. All right, and this is gonna be 2 teaspoons of sugar. We try to make sure that we have a little bit of sweetener there. This is raw cane organic sugar. I really recommend getting it that way. All right, then I'm gonna go ahead and mix the dry ingredients just to make sure that they're all mixed in together. And then in just a moment, we're gonna come over to the blender so that we can mix in our wet ingredients. All right, so we're gonna head on over to the blender. And here I have 1 cup of soy milk. And I'm gonna go ahead and put that in. All right, perfect. And there's about 1 cup of zucchini in there already. And then I'm gonna add a 2nd cup of zucchini. And you can just cut this. You can leave the skin on. If you like to have it peeled, you can. But I like keeping the skins because I believe there's a little more nutrition there. I have a cup of water. And I can add it as needed when I'm blending. So I'm gonna go ahead and fire up this blender here. We're gonna get this zucchini blended. And we just try to just get it down to where it almost just looks like slightly thickened water. Get that right. Excellent. All right. All right, now that we have that all nice and blended up, we're gonna bring this over here and we're gonna pour this out. Try to do my best to make sure I don't spill anything right here off the lid, and we'll get this all poured in there. All right, perfect. Oh, that looks fantastic. I'll go ahead and mix this in, and this will give me a good sense of how much more water I need to add, because some people like their pancakes thick. I sometimes get teased about the fact that my pancakes are more like biscuits and cookies than they are like pancakes, and that's all right with me. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and obviously gonna need a little more water here, but I'm gonna see if I can get this mixed in about as much as I can before I start adding the water. All right. All right, so we'll get some of that in there. You're gonna wanna add about as much water as you think you might need, depending on the kind of texture and thickness that you want for the pancakes. I like mine a little bit thicker, like I said, so mine is, you know, like you can almost stand on it. Consistency that I like to keep it pretty thick because they actually do fluff up a bit even without any baking sodas. And as you can see, the zucchini blended in nicely. You can't even tell that it's in there. We'll head over to the stove and we'll get the first few pancakes poured out for you so you can see how this looks. So we're gonna go ahead and pour these pancakes. And so you want to let that just cook until you start to see some of the bubbles on top. That's usually what I wait for. You can just let that sit for a little bit. As soon as it's ready, we'll give that a flip. So it's been about 2 minutes, but the main thing you're going to want to look for isn't just a matter of time, but you're going to look, if you can see here, there's like little bubbles that start to pop. You can that are boiling in the top, and then you can also see around the edge that it looks like it's starting to dry a bit around the edges. That's usually a good sign that it's ready to flip, and you'll see how easy this flips. Look, no sticking whatsoever, and boom, it's ready to flip. We'll let it cook for about a minute or so on this side, and then after that, we'll do the taste test. Okay, so our pancakes are done. You can actually get more out of the yield than what I actually put over here today, but these are our gluten-free zucchini pancakes. Try them out and let us know what you think. We recommend sometimes using like almond butters or fruit sauces or whatever it is that you like to make your pancakes more enjoyable. But try out whatever you like, and please leave a comment, and we would love to hear from you and your thoughts on this. And we'd like to just leave you with a wonderful thought from God's Word. This is found in 3 John and verse 2, where it says, Beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in good health, even as thy soul prospereth. God bless you, and enjoy your food.